All right. We got 20 seconds, and we are going to do this for the moment, but I don't want anybody missing out. So I want to show you guys what we're up to, talk to you about what's going on in this crazy fun time, because hopefully you guys have been profitable. And yeah, that's it. Make sure you guys get the scoop because things should be different than they are today. But here we are with Bitcoin being over 30,000, and I'm loving it. Not for the reasons that I would like to see, but this is where we stand. This is what's going on. And I want to make sure you guys get the scoop about what's happening, why we're here today, what's actually going on. I apologize for Twitter's little fiasco there, a little, you know, shortcoming, I guess you can say, because they did not do what they were supposed to. When I say they didn't do what they were supposed to, I mean work. That's what it boiled down to over there. Twitter Spaces is down for everyone. So it's not just, you and I, it's across the entire platform. And I just want to kind of fill you in, let you know what's going on. If you saw the thumbnail in this video, it's because BitBoy's channel Twitter, it was supposed to be the one that I was going to be on with AJ Writes Crypto. If you guys don't know AJ is a really good dude. And y'all should definitely follow him because he's got some great scoop, especially if you like Algorand. The guy freaking loves Algorand. That's his jam. That's what he's always into. So anybody that loves Algorand, that's the guy to talk to. Let me check my streaming, make sure that this thing is going. I feel like I haven't done this in a little while for you guys, so I want to make sure you guys do get the info and it is working. All right, we've got 6 people streaming. But let me know in the comments if y'all can hear me okay, if things are good, because again, I just spurred the moment, popped all of this together to try to get up and running. Like I was saying, here is, I want to make sure you guys get to see this good dude right here, and boom. All right, that's AJ right there. So we were supposed to do that Twitter Spaces earlier. When I say earlier, I'm talking about 49 minutes ago, and Twitter Spaces is literally not cooperating. So here we are. So it's a good thing because I know a lot of people have been asking, where am I? What's been going on? And I appreciate you all. So the other thing with chat, and I'm gonna fill you guys in as far as the marketing aspect of things go on YouTube, even though I'm not supposed to, because I don't know if it works against me. When y'all comment, when y'all chat, it tells YouTube that you're not just passively listening, that you're actually engaging with the video, and it brings more people in. It's kind of how it works, this whole YouTube thing. They want to make sure that they not only keep users engaged as long as possible, and they push the channels that have that, but they also want to make sure that the people watching are engaging and are actually here. So if you all want to talk about whatever on the chat, feel free. I'm here. I will read along the comments. Anything that goes on, I will make sure to engage with you all as well because YouTube loves that crap. But here are a couple of things that I want to make sure that I cover with you guys. And I did a whole outline on this, and I'm just going to cover, the overarching stories here, just so that you guys get the scoop sooner rather than later. And everybody knows what's going on with BlackRock with an ETF that they launched for, applied for. Let's not say launched. They applied for. It's a spot ETF for Bitcoin. And that basically means it's going to allow a lot more people to be able to get into the game, to allow more people to be able to actually join in and say, hey, I can buy Bitcoin with my, regular financial institution. And that's a big deal. And that's why you've seen the price of Bitcoin pump so hard. And it's all over the news. And I'm sure you guys have seen something like this that talks about how, a BlackRock ETF continues to rank the volume of Bitcoin. And that's what's going on. It's fun if you want to see the price go up. It's also scary in the sense that now there's more behind this. And that's where I want to get to because sure, BlackRock doing all of this, and I'll share the links with you guys. Might as well do it on the chat. That way you guys can, are going along. I'm just going to put it on in here so you guys can actually see it. So it goes over and talks about numbers, and numbers are always fun. We had declines, but ultimately what this means is that we have seen 13.5%. It's actually higher than that right now, and it's good. It's good as far as if you want to see price go up. Now, here's the portion that people aren't kind of getting, like 3.3 billion in volume as far as options go. and a lot of people got liquidated. I did have something open, I didn't realize, and I did get that liquidated. It was only like a couple of bucks, so it wasn't a big deal. But people playing, either options or playing with futures, they need to watch what they're doing because the price volatility could be astronomical with everything that's going on. So be aware of, all of the things that are happening because we're not only talking about Bitcoin here, we're talking about what's the impact across the market. Dabatola, what's going on, brother? Good to see you here. Now, and why do I bring this up? Why do I start out with BlackRock? Because I want you guys to see this here. Here's good old, Fed chair, Jerome, good old Jerome Powell. Here's the problem. There is good and bad things that are coming with this. We have him saying something very interesting, which is Bitcoin has staying power as an asset class. Now, what does that mean? It means that they're not going to try to take it down. They're not going to try to crush it, which to me means, yeah, everything is going smoothly and we're going to be able to push things along and get this ETF approved. There's nothing that Gary or anybody else can say. Yo, crypto junkie, good to have you here. But there's more to the story, and that's what I want to highlight with you guys. So if you take a look at the real things that he's talking about things that matter even more. They want to highlight a robust federal role. That's the play here. They want to make sure that they are involved. And I'm not sure if you guys remember, but earlier this week we had stable coins, specifically USDT, depeg. It was half a cent, but it's still depegged. There is an ongoing attack on these coins, on stables altogether. And if you guys can't guess why, this is why. This is what's going on. They want to make sure that, here we go. This is the best way to describe it. Tokens pegged to the price of sovereign currency like the dollar and issued by private companies should have strong federal oversight. They want to be the end all and be all when it comes to stablecoins. And that's not a stretch. This is literally what they're working towards. They want to make sure that people are using whatever stablecoin they see fit. And that's the concerning thing for me because they believe it would be appropriate to have quite a robust federal role in what happens in stablecoins going forward. If you guys can't read between the lines, this is CBDCs written all over it. This is the way that they are able to have the most oversight when it comes to stable coins. It's ensuring that they literally control it. And that is always the biggest concern. Now, they are kind of shooting themselves in the foot slightly because Tether, I mean, they hold bonds, they hold US bonds to ensure that the price of Tether stays at that $1. So they could be hurting themselves, but very little in comparison to the, benefits they would get if they were to just implement their own stable coin, which is the ultimate goal. Sucks because with great power comes great responsibility. Uncle Ben always says that before he died. But it's important to understand that there is more to this story. When they're saying they're regulating, they are okay with Bitcoin, they are going for the entire market now. We are now seeing this move of let's regulate and let's bring things under our umbrella. And it's different than what we've seen before. So it is unprecedented. As I say here, June 22nd, 2023, you guys are watching history in the making where the Fed is literally going, yeah, we're going to take care of the crypto markets. We're going to not only join it, we're going to provide a robust, backbone to this whole thing, meaning they want to be able to profit. And if you think about this, it gets super crazy when you look at what makes a stable coin stable. If you look at a chart, on CoinMarketCap or, wherever else, CoinGecko, I'll pull it up. That way, just you guys can see what in the world I'm actually talking about here. Here we go. So here's a chart, and you can see the Tether up and down, looking at $1. The reason it's up and down is because they're literally buying and selling things. Yep, look at that. USDC is down a little bit now. It goes up and down, right? There is slight fluctuations when it comes to these things. When the US government comes in and they implement their own coin, their own stable coin, there will not be any fluctuation because just like the dollar, you know what it's going to be backed by? Hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. That's it. There's nothing else that holds the dollar together. It's not because there is gold somewhere. It used to be, but now it's just because they say it's worth a dollar. Now, talk about making things easier, and they've admitted to this. Like they print money, but most of the time it's not printing money. It's just issuing money, which means that they're just saying, hey, now there is more dollars available. And man, this is huge for the market. This is a really good move on the government's part to try to gain market share. They're going to be able to say, hey, use my coin. It is always, always going to be a dollar because we say it is. Now, Ramrod brings up a really, really fun point here. How do you think they will incentivize adoption by the average citizen? I just remember I have really cool tools that I can use while doing live streams. So here we go. Show. This is actually super funny. Um, I don't want to go back to the way they got us to do certain things like, hey, if you go get this certain thing, you're going to get free donuts or you're going to get to walk in a stadium that you've always dreamed of walking on. There are lots and lots of ways for them to incentivize people. And I think it will be little things, but it'll also be big things. I mean, the best strategy for the ones that think that Elon Musk was the one who created Bitcoin. If you go back to PayPal days when he was on there, what do? As soon as you sign up for an account, you got free money. You got $5. Why wouldn't I sign up for a free PayPal account if I'm going to get $5 out of the deal? It's an easy win because those $5, it's nothing in comparison to the upside potential of that company. Look at, PayPal now. And people were getting gift cards for taking certain actions here in the, recent past. How much easier would it be? Hey, if you sign up for a digital wallet with the US government, we're going to load you up with X number of dollars. It's a win-win for them. And it's not that much money. And it's crazy to think that people would actually go for it, but they will. And not because, well, some of them will go, well, like free money, why not? But a lot of people are actually going to do it because they don't have another way to actually transact. We're all moving that direction, and it's going to be more and more centralized when it comes to stable coins. And I hate to say, I don't want to be negative, but these are just facts. That's the route we're going with this thing. You're not going to have a way of protecting yourself in a sense. Like you're going to have to comply, otherwise you won't be able to transact. That's where things are going. And I want to make sure you guys just understand how to protect yourself before push comes to shove. I had somebody talk to me earlier today, and I'll give you this is a great example. Like they're shutting down a lot of the ways that you can onboard your money onto crypto or take it out of it, right? So what do? My biggest recommendation across the board is try to get a job, a side gig, something in crypto, meaning that you don't have to bring money into the system. You can just earn money in crypto. The same way that, you might perform, let's say I'm selling something, let's say, OfferUp or any of those services, Facebook Marketplace, you can do that and accept crypto instead. That way, you can load up bags without having to get more, transactions from, fiat onto crypto. It's just a little tip that does go a long way and it adds up way more than most people realize. So keep that in mind. It's the best way for you to really help the entire ecosystem and ensure that there is, use case for crypto first off, but secondly, that you're not tagging where things are coming from and to. So all right, Ramrod's got questions today. Let's do this. All right. Do I think there will be a limited supply of US CBDC or will the contract be editable just like the current system? Why would they put a limit on themselves? I don't see them saying there can only be, 1 billion. I don't see that happening. Now, what could and should happen is to have those limitations imposed by Congress. It's the right way to do it. We can say that this is the amount of money that the US government is allowed to print and make it a law. That's the best way of going about it. Again, I don't want to give them tips here, but It's the right way to do it because it would ensure that, the Fed can't just simply go, "Need more money? Burr, what up, Alex? Yo, I'm gonna I'm gonna skip ahead real quick, and I'm gonna show you something here since Alex is right here. Let me show you something crazy that I came across as well. Talking about having government oversight and having them want to actually track and do everything for you and tell you what you can or cannot do. Just a tip. Great Scott. Now, look at this one. New York City spa gets heat for heating with Bitcoin mining. So somebody's out there trying to do things the right way, trying to ensure that, hey, we're going to secure the network, we're going to earn, crypto, and we're going to use that heat to heat a pool. And New York City is going, no, we don't want you to do that. And it is ridiculous beyond belief that they are literally just shutting. They're like, this is, you can't do this. So yeah, this is happening. Where is that? I think it's Brooklyn, right? Yeah. So it's in Brooklyn, and they accept Bitcoin. I mean, they're doing exactly what I was telling you guys. Go ahead and take a look at how you can use Bitcoin, and these guys are all about it. Let's go rig. Let's make sure that we're taking advantage of the heat output from this thing onto the pool. Like, this is a no-brainer. It's a win-win for everyone involved. You're not wasting electricity. I mean, if you think about the data centers that are out there, half of the electricity costs go into like cooling the systems down. That's what centralized systems are all about, which is crazy. But these guys are trying to do something good, and they're getting heat for it. Now, since Alex dropped by, I'm gonna bring this up, and I'm gonna do something I wasn't expecting to do. But since you guys are here, I might as well give you all the scoop and show you something really, like, it's freaking cool. I don't know how else to say it. Um, and I'm gonna open my file location. You guys gonna get to see this live. Now, hopefully this shows well on screen. But I got to hang out with Alex. I went to Texas to a little mining farm, and you pull it up. That's me. That's Alex, and that's a truckload of miners. Because there's stuff happening. There is a way to mine. So those guys are getting heat for mining and putting it to good use. Thankfully, I have people like fraction mining that I can actually do like I can actually do stuff with. So Alex, is heading up fraction mining, and I can actually mine instead of being here in California, where I actually shared this on Twitter recently. My electricity cost is over 80 cents during peak hours. Like, 80 cents for a kilowatt hour is ridiculous. So what they're doing, they do Web5 computing at your fingertips. 3 plus 2 equals 5. So essentially, they're looking at environmentally friendly ways for you to mine via NFTs, and they actually sold out all of their NFTs that they put out there. So their BTC mint. And I'm going to give you guys a way to actually get some free KDA since we're talking about this stuff. If you want to, get you can't get it anymore because it's sold out. That's what's happening with BTC. However, I'm just going to pull up Discord. If you're interested in mining Cadena and not get in trouble with New York City, there is a way for you guys to actually do this. Again, pulling it up. We'll do it live. All right. So a couple of things going on. There's a contest. You guys can get 500 KDA. There's a link down below you guys can go to and check out. I'm gonna copy link. I'm gonna go right on the stream and give you guys this stuff. Boom. So there's a Gleam.io link if you guys are interested in getting some free KDA. I don't know why they listened to me, but I kept telling them that, hey, KDA is worthwhile. And we saw it rise 15% over the last couple of days just with this little bump on Bitcoin. And most coins are not recovering as well as KDA, but they're coming up. And then KDA is like, oh, there's a bunch of upside potential into this one, and this is where I want to be at. Now, where is the highlight button? Here, boom. Bitcoin is online. KDE miners will be online within 24 hours. And that's the cool thing about this, right? Like the idea that you don't have to buy something and then wait for it to start mining is crazy. And I will go even further and say that Alex was so kind to say, "Hey, Action, come on out to Texas. We want to make sure that you get, some footage. You get to see what this thing looks like." And I was super excited to see what it looked like, what things were all about. And then I got there and I was like, "Do you need a hand? You want to do stuff? Like what's the plan?" Um, and I ended up doing more work, physical labor, than actually filming. I did film, and I'm gonna put a video together for you guys. But the reason why I decided to roll up my sleeves and say, "All right, let's figure this out. Let's make sure that things, are not only working well, looking good, but this is gonna sound super dumb, but it's important. I like it when I'm able to be part of something that helps everybody else. And this is what I see with this right here. So yeah, sure, I got to do some video. I got to do some really cool stuff for you guys to see, but I got to literally haul around miners. I got to roll up my sleeve and say, "Hey, you know, part of the reason why stuff is working, part of the reason why you guys get to mine when you otherwise might not be able to because your electricity cost is insane like mine, is because I got to roll up my sleeves and kind of get to work a little bit and say, hey, this is something I stand for, something I believe in, and I want to try to support these guys as much as I possibly can." And the way I did that one was literally by rolling up my sleeves and being part of it and hauling around miners and showing you, that hey, it works. We can do it, and this is not a Lowe's commercial. It's not, let's build something together. This is more like a Home Depot. You can do it. We can help. Like I went over there with Alex and I said, dude, let me help you. Let me make sure that you're getting what you need out of this place. Let's make sure it's ready to go because not a lot of different, a lot of projects can say, hey, you buy your NFT and you start mining right away. That's where I think we need to be. Otherwise, it ends up being crowdfunding with delays on top of delays on top of delays. Delays always happen in this space because people are always trying to take advantage of other people, and it's just the sad, truth of this thing. People want to you get stuff as early as possible. The earlier you get it, the more profitable you are, um, and they will do everything in their power to sell it to the highest bidder. So if you bought a miner and then somebody else comes along and says, "Oh, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and pay you more," a lot of times miners get diverted and they end up somewhere else. So you saw the windmills there. It is gorgeous and it was hot at the same time. But it was a really, really awesome trip. I I'm not sore anymore. I was really sore from it, because let me tell you, those things are not too heavy when you pick up the first, but when you keep picking them up and you're placing them above your head, it gets to be a little wild. It gets to be kind of crazy. Um, Now, since we're talking about fraction, I told you guys that you got that link right there, and I'll pin it that way you guys can see exactly what's going on with Gleam. I'm gonna pin my message. There you go. You can check out Gleam if you want to get 500 KDA. It's the good way to go about that. And you get the specific time. Okay. So there's going to be an AMA on Saturday at 3 p.m. CST. Alex feels like everybody needs to be in CST time. I don't know why. It's weird. There's barely anything out there. I'd much rather be on Pacific time. It does cost you more if you're on Pacific time. Apparently, everything costs more if you're on this coast, but I just like the time better. But it's like I said, timing wise, it's going to be this Saturday, 3 p.m. Well, it's going to be 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. That's a better way to say it. But yeah, you guys should totally check it out. I did link their website right on top of the description so that you guys can actually click on it, fractionmining.com. Good people where I'm actually helping. I can say I'm helping. I can literally physically helping them. So yeah, that's part of what's going on. And to me, it's just wild, man. Like they're gonna be coming after us little by little to implement whatever will benefit them the most. And when I say them, I'm talking about the Fed, not Alex. Alex is, stupid and could be earning a lot more money if he just did this for himself instead of trying to create NFTs and sell it for $350 and give 6 terahash of power away on on these Cadena miners, which is the highest of any project on Cadena right now. But he could, yeah, just earn way more money if he didn't do that and just did it himself, because he doesn't need the money, right? If you guys think about it, he already has the miners, he has the space, he has the electricity, he has everything, and this is a way of him to give back. Um, where can we find the secret code? This is a good one, Alex. Is there a secret code? Where would they find that? It's a great question. There is a delay when I speak and you guys hear it, probably a couple of seconds, so it's gonna come up. Hopefully, he can let the cat out of the bag, when it comes to that, but on that link, my recommendation to you guys is when you go to the fractionmining.com website, make sure you go to their Discord. That's where stuff is at. There you go, under Monday Update channel. There you go. So that's how you get it. Yeah. That's what's going on. That's what we're up to. I am a little torn. Tomorrow, I'm supposed to be doing something, with my family, but AJ wants me to go back and do that thing with, what do you call it? BitBoy and him on Twitter. So I'm going to try to make that work. Yeah. I will do more streams. I'm going to take care of you guys as much as I possibly can. There is a master plan behind the crazy things that I've been doing. There is a new company that I'm actually working with as well, besides fraction mining. It's nothing for you guys to spend money on. It's just something that will benefit you long term. You can earn crypto passively, and I'll definitely fill you guys in what's happening there. But it's all good stuff, and I just want to make sure I'm giving back as much as I possibly can, because I've been giving, been given a lot. And the goal, if I can, one way or another, help you guys grow with the little that I have, happy day. That's a plan. That's a goal. It is 2:15. Been at it for 30 minutes, and I will open up the floor for questions. I'm totally joking. Like the floor has been open for questions. I just want to make sure you guys don't have anything else, because I do this for you. Like I said, a couple of things happening. We know BlackRock got the ETF launch. Now everybody's piggybacking off of that. I can break this down pretty quick. So that because of that first ETF, they've only been denied like an application with the SEC once ever, and they've had over 500 applications. So yeah, this is going to go through, which is why so many other companies are also applying for that ETF, because they're like, hey, if BlackRock gets it, we're all going to get it. That's what's happening there. You got the Jerome Powell, Fed master, saying all the things that he's saying, that Bitcoin is going to stick around, but we need to make sure that we're taking care of the space. We're we're going to need to ensure that we are involved when it comes to stable coins, which means that they want their stable coin and they want to crash everything else. Yeah, I actually, just side note, I did switch a lot of my stablecoin into Bitcoin instead. And there is a disparity. That's the other thing for you guys to watch. There is a disparity between the Bitcoin dominance versus other coins, even Ethereum, because right now Bitcoin is the one that they are supporting, the thing that's going on to ETF. So that one is going to take off over others. But if you take a look at the markets and how things have lagged behind a little bit, altcoin sometimes does lag behind, and Cadena is one of the biggest ones that lags behind. Uncle Vinny, you cannot hold KDA in MetaMask, unfortunately, and that's part of what I was going to tell you is when it comes to KDA, they did lag behind, but right now we are in the season of compliance, right? And one thing that I cannot take away from these guys, the Cadena team, is that they are well connected enough to where that they did their due diligence to ensure that they are ready for this, for when the time comes and everybody else is aping it. Now, when it comes to KDA, I'm going to share this one here on screen for you guys so you can see it. Boom. All right. Koala Wallet is a good one if you guys want to check these guys out. It's just koalawallet.io. And this is a pretty easy to use one. Something else you can go for is, let me see if this pops up, Echo Wallet. And this is the other wallet that you can do. Both I actually recommend both of them. I use both of them because I love being able to support this entire ecosystem, like give them feedback. Hey, this works. Hey, this doesn't work. Something I don't recommend on Data is DocuShield. Just gonna put that out there. But yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, Koala Wallet had like I used to be a big Echo fan, and Koala is winning me over little by little. Um, I do find the people that work at Koala Wallet have a better sense of humor. Doesn't mean that the tech is better. I just think they have a better sense of humor and they're good people. Um, Now, where were we? We got questions. We got questions about the deeper network. All right. Please allow me to state that I am a fool before making this comment. Deeper network. I think deeper, and that's the thing with deeper. Like they never paid me. I did get referral money, but I never got paid directly from them, and I never signed anything that would prevent me from talking about them. And I've always been honest. I've always told you guys exactly how I felt about things, and I'm going to continue to do so. I like their tech. I like what they're doing as far as um, creating a decentralized system that everybody can kind of jump on. But you need to realize what Deeper Network is. Deeper Network is a hardware company. They generate revenue by selling devices. I think their devices are worthwhile financially speaking because of the benefits that they bring. Now, if you're looking to make a ton of money, Deeper is not the place to be in right now. It might be in, let's say, a month or so once, altcoins start picking back up. They did just get some new investments, and if you're looking at tokens, it could increase the tokens. And this is me being completely transparent, guys. Like this is really how I feel. I like the fact that I can plug it into my network and I can protect my network. I can, easily set things up. Like I can do 1 inch VPN, and anytime I go to 1 inch, it's automatically routing me through, a place that it allows me to go onto that website. Not that I would ever do anything like that. I'm just using this as an example, obviously. Um, but the tech is cool. If you're looking to earn tokens and make a ton of money off of the devices right now, I don't think this is necessarily where you wanna be. If you wanna give somebody a gift and get them, onboarded onto Web3 and get them on a decentralized VPN, it's a fantastic product, and I highly recommend it that way. But don't look at it as a cash machine. Don't look at this as something that's just gonna spew out money for you. It's not that. If you want that, you wanna get some ASICs. Um, with that being said, there is also other platforms that I will make sure to show you guys that gives you some of these same benefits with a lower cost, next to nothing really if you participate. Um, and that's not necessarily focused on just selling devices because and they do this well. I can't knock them. Their manufacturing is really good and they're able to generate revenue through their manufacturing pretty darn well. But if you can lower the barrier to entry and allow everyone to participate in this kind of network, I like that better. And that doesn't mean that there isn't a place for a deeper network device, which I still have. I continue to run. My fan did die finally on that unit, and I had to use one of those little fans that go on the bottom. But there's still a place for them. I just think that there should be other options for everyone to be able to participate in this whole Web3 experience. And that's where I'm at. That's what I want to see. That's part of what I believe in general is like lower the barrier to entry so that everybody can take part and be not only profitable but secured. Metazeno, what up, brother? I was gonna say, how's the marriage going? Fun times. Like Zeno actually got married. Not on YouTube, but through his path here on the channel. So it's good to see you, brother. Whew. All right. I really, really like having these lives because I get to actually be one-on-one with you guys. I my live videos don't necessarily always trend, and I don't how do I say this? I don't focus on getting them to go crazy viral. I don't try to do clickbait stuff on these live videos. It's more of a chance for me to be able to hang out with you all and fill you in as far as what's going on, which is fantastic, which means I can just, focus on mass audiences on other videos. So it's a fun time, and yeah, thanks AJ. AJ just liked my post. He's probably watching now. I'm actually competing with Around the Blockchain. Oh, that's the other thing. So yesterday, I got a chance to got a chance to be on Around the Blockchain with some of the Hit Network guys. That was pretty fun. Should have won, but Matt, who was on there, definitely had a prep plan to go with a video and everything. Like he deserved the win. I can't knock him. He deserved the win. So if you guys don't know Around the Blockchain, that's what's going on. That I was on there yesterday. I might jump on there a little more often. It's just a good time, and I need to address the elephant in the room, and I got to address this with a few people individually. People are asking, why in the world am I hanging out with BitBoy and his team? And I need to address this, and this is really, really important because there are some people getting a bad rap for this as well. BitBoy, good or bad, has a reach. I'm sure all of you have seen a video from him, something about him in the space. Regardless if you agree or disagree with the guy, he has tremendous reach. And if I can benefit even slightly from that reach so that I can provide you guys with good info, I'm okay with that. It doesn't mean that I believe in 100% of the things that he believes in. I can say from speaking with him directly that I mostly do. I disagree with some of his approaches. The dude ends up being A, explosive, B, short fused, and C, usually right, unfortunately. And has he done things wrong in the past? Absolutely. Has he promoted things that ended up rugging people? Yeah, that happens. It's crypto. He's definitely made money that way. But I do believe people can change. I believe people can try to right wrongs by doing their best now. And who you were before doesn't mean it's you who you are today. And if I align myself with things that he's doing, yeah, I will. Not everything. That doesn't mean I'm going to be a blind sheep. That's not where I'm at. And if some of you know Fiddy, I'll pull this up. Fetty.eth, homie over here. He's the one that launched Apocalyptic Apes. He is now working with Ben. He's now part of the Hit Network as well. And this is the same thing that he's had to go on his channels and explain. Just because you are supporting somebody, just because you are working with somebody, that is my cock in the back. If you guys were able to hear that, it's a male chicken. If you guys haven't heard of it, kids decided that we can't eat it, we got to keep it. So yeah, we're getting chicks from that. But that's what you just heard in the background there. I wasn't expecting him to be so loud and so close to the office. But yeah, Fetty is also experiencing the same thing. He had explained everything, what's going on, why he's aligning himself with BitBoy and working with him. And I kind of had to go in and with Fetty's network during spaces again and explain, like, are you kidding me? Like, let's say you have somebody out there that has a massive, massive reach. And now somebody you look up to is able to piggyback off of that reach. And this is not even about myself. This is more along the lines of what Fitty's doing. Why wouldn't you be excited about that? If you trust somebody, if you believe in them, you should know that they're not going to compromise their morals, their values. You should trust them, right? So at least give the benefit of the doubt so that they can have a positive impact from the inside out, as opposed to saying, you know what, you're friends with him, I'm no longer friends with you. This whole guilty by association ordeal is just sad. It brings the entire space down, and it's not benefiting anyone. So instead of saying I'm just not going to talk to you because you now are friends with him, I look at it like, hey, I should probably talk to you a little bit more because I want to make sure that you have a greater impact in doing good and doing what I want to see happen, the change that I want to see in this space. So I'm not going to keep at it for too long. I think I've been going for long enough. Dad duties, dad duties. Yeah, you can watch it later, Zeno. You're gonna see that I talked about you and that you are the man. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. If Scott's still around, y'all should go to Cypherpunk 2023. Just gonna leave that here at the end. I am doing stuff with TAC, Alex, for fractional mining, like I was talking about before. So if you guys have not checked these guys out, as far as NFTs go that mine, they are the best bang for your buck. Um, Dabatola. Yeah, Dabatola was pumped yesterday when I was around the blockchain, and I got to say, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'll see you. I'll see you in September, buddy. Definitely going to be there. There's no doubt I'm going to be at Cypherpunk 2023. So got to talk about Flux a little bit yesterday on a bigger channel, which was fun. But you guys are awesome. I love being able to have this kind of impact on this entire ecosystem that I have. When I say this impact, I'm talking about just one of you. Hey, if I can help at least one of you guys, I'm happy. So thank you guys. Thank you all so much. I don't even have an outro video ready. I didn't prep anything. So do I have a black screen? Yeah, I got a black screen. We're gonna go black screen, and that's it. You guys are awesome. I'll see you on the next video. Is it good? Are we there yet? Yeah, we're good. Take care, everybody.